Ness! Ness! Perfect.
Now, Clarence, I did want to ask you this real quick as far as slowly segueing into the wrestling conversation. Now, do we want to address like the current schema of things right now?
To be honest, I've only seen it in terms of like.
Or did you want to go into the music factor?
Music factor
The Jim Johnson are some of our. I want to see some of our picks. I feel like we could almost sit and both do a top 10, but we'd almost have to sit and put some thought into it. We could definitely like highlight some of our works that we thought were pretty good. But and Jason, as you say, I'm sure at some point you probably appreciate certain pieces of music that WWE provided.
I mean, not to sound weird, but really, I kind of really never paid attention to that.
No, you're more just. I mean, I'm all around on it, but
Understandable.
yeah, but I'm not gonna. I mean, we don't necessarily have to all be about music. You know, just like different, like the direction of the company, whatever. You know, what I mean, like I think.
Well, they just need to get better writing and actually let their talent go out there and put on a show. That's the thing. It's not even entertaining to watch anymore.
Right.
I feel like they try to make the in-ring action fast paced. I feel like that's why some guys are getting hurt. They're trying to go with this crazy, like fast paced, high flying, nonstop. Like watch a match today, watch a mid card match today, and then watch a mid card match like in the '90s, and then even watch a mid card match from the '80s, and see how the pace changes. Like there's one thing I hear a lot of, like I hear Steve Austin complain about all the time, is that there's always so many false finishes. Somebody's finishing move be the end all be all. Now at WrestleMania I can get somebody kicking out of the finisher. That's always awesome. You know what I mean? But like every Monday night, even Thursday night for SmackDown, as I say, like somebody's kicking out somebody's finisher. Why is it a finisher?
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay, you're playing Killer Instinct right now. Killer Instinct Mortal Kombat. That would be like playing that game and going and giving somebody a fatality, and like right when you're about to cut the dude's head off, like they kick you back and your health bar goes halfway up. Like it just doesn't fucking work. So I think that's a major issue with it, and with Jason's point of writing. I mean, what at the same time, like I try to think like what I look at the same time, like you hear people bitch about the writing and stuff like that, but like what writing? You know what I mean? I guess that at some point they try to like do the best they can with it, but there's some storylines and stuff that doesn't make sense. I feel like I feel like it's like a chessboard. That somebody we had this conversation with John. They have a chessboard. They just knocked all the pieces down. They just kind of pick them back up and they're like, okay, well this.
And they're just like, whatever with it.
Right.
Well, one, they need to have more follow through, and two, the controversy factor. I'm sorry, you gotta sell tickets. It's gotta be almost like a guilty pleasure, like Jerry Springer, without getting stale.
Right, and Paul Heyman said that without Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. He said whenever they have Brock Lesnar on there, it's not must see. It's can't miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like they need to bring that back. I was gonna say like I understand that some stuff gets stale. Like who wants to watch John Cena wrestle Randy Orton again? I mean, right now I feel like it can almost work. If you haven't seen, Cena just came back. I guess Randy Orton's out for whatever reason. I guess he's injured or he's got getting married again or something. I'm not hating on him for having that issue, but anyway, I was gonna say like, but when you go to the well so many times to do the same exact thing or whatever, like it just basically becomes a complete opposite of like can't miss, must see. I really since Jason's stepping out right now to do his thing, wherever to take care of his business. Something that I wanted to talk to you about. We're gonna talk bad about Jason minus back. Won't get it. But let's just say, for whatever reason, WWE fucking warps into this house right now and throws a pencil and a pad up on books. What do you think we could do between the two of us? Or, like, let's bounce some ideas around. I think we could do that would be interesting storylines. Right now, with the way things are set up. Like, we're going to unacknowledge all existing storylines. I mean, the titles stay where they're at, but let's say we're gonna set the tone for WrestleMania right now. The way things are at. That means Sting is still on the shelf. So I can't use. And we and you've talked about this. There's no Sting and Undertaker for WrestleMania. There's no Seth Rollins from WrestleMania, whatever. So everybody that's out on the shelf, you can't use. But we have these pieces on the chessboard. What do we do to make this year's WrestleMania interesting?
Turn Dallas heel, work him up with the Wyatt.
Do you keep him as Bo Dallas? You basically make him into not like a.
You turn him from Husky Harris to Bray Wyatt.
But see, that's the thing with Bo Dallas. I mean, I definitely could see like a dark Bo Dallas. Like, I think that would work too. But I think down the road that once Bray Wyatt has reached the pinnacle of his heel persona, I feel like that they can almost turn Bray Wyatt good and have some kind of goofy thing with him and Bo Dallas together, like a foil thing, like kind of like the way Rock and Mick Foley were. Because Mick Foley was kind of the goofy one in that, but the Rock was, even though Rock was funny, Rock was more serious in that aspect. So it would kind of be similar to that in some way.
In terms of Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas.
Yeah, I feel like there'd be more. I don't know. I feel like
don't see it. If that's the case, I don't. Bo Dallas teaming up with Bray Wyatt at all.
or feuding against each other. I think that would even be better.
Feuding sounds.
But they would have to make Bo Dallas legit. They have to like kind of tighten up his role a little bit, make him more serious instead of less periodical.
Little brother.
Yeah. Like maybe have it so Bray Wyatt's trying to lure, basically what they did with Daniel Bryan, like have Bray Wyatt trying to lure him into the Wyatt family, and Bo Dallas kind of breaking out of that I'm so happy shell to like, I'm doing the right thing, whatever, blah blah blah. I don't need to follow something. This is what it is,
WWE was on a good path with Bray Wyatt when he faced John Cena at WrestleMania 30, like,
and then they let Cena
and
be.
they fucked it up.
It would not have hurt John Cena. It's like we said at McDonald's today. It wouldn't have hurt him to let him beat John Cena. I don't mind him losing 1-on-1 to the Undertaker at WrestleMania, because I like the Undertaker, but I think he could have beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania. I sure as fuck think the Wyatt family showing over Survivor Series. It wouldn't have done nothing to Kane or Undertaker's legacy, even if they wanted a screw finish. Because what I'm getting ready to go with this Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins returns. That's going to get wild whenever he does come back. And then have Bray Wyatt comes out and attacks him when the day returns. You have the new face of WWE, which is Seth Rollins, basically. But now he's your main good guy, so you don't need Super Cena anymore. Not saying, but then you can have Cena turn bad and do other things with him.
But you gotta let Bray Wyatt go over on somebody.
Yeah, you got to make Bray Wyatt seem like that's like they. I was listening to what's his name, Brian Zane, wrestling with the little dude with the glasses, Jim Cornette looking dude. I was listening to him today, and he was talking about Seth Rollins' title reign. Why it was bad. He said it was bad because Seth Rollins kept losing on TV all the time. So then whenever he goes to defend the title, it just doesn't look legitimate. So my whole thing with that is that both Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt, I feel like even though that they are definitely still good stars and stuff like that, like they're not legitimate at all. Like their legitimacy is definitely drugged down to the grave.
Like his title reign was shit because it's not so much that he lost, but because they had him behind two goons in terms of Jamie Noble and who's the other one? Joey Mercury, I think.
Yeah, Joey Mercury, J&J Security. J&J Security should beat the Undertaker. Should have been the ones to end the streak, by the way, not Brock Lesnar.
But
that's just me.
Like it's not so much like I seen what they were doing in terms of bringing back like Jared Briscoe and Pat Patterson. I remember that.
But yeah, to me, like I just see. I don't know. Like I feel like Triple H is basically trying to be Vince McMahon. He's trying to make them the Stooges, and he's trying to make Seth Rollins him.
Yeah.
Like I hate to say it. I like Triple H. I definitely don't think Triple H is. He's one of the best wrestlers of all time. He's on my top 10 list.
He's one of the best performers of all time.
Right. I put him. I see Triple H in the light that I see Flair. Kind of. Oh, I don't know. Ric Flair is all pound for pound the best of all time. Period. But I don't know. Triple H's in-ring work was great, but I think he politics too much. And I think he has like a weird thing now that he's definitely best in the company of always putting himself over.
This man is second in command.
Yeah, of course you're gonna write. Yeah. If you're writing the fucking, that's like Sylvester Stallone with The Expendables. if you're writing the script of the movie, you're gonna win every fist fight you're in, right?
Right.
So he has no problem patting himself on the shoulder. But I don't know. I just feel like that whole the boss is against all the good guys. Well, I've said this
That
before.
shit is getting old.
It's so fucking old. Go back to wrestling. Go back to the roots. Do something different.
There ain't too much that wrestling hasn't done yet. Again,
Bye-bye.
like the next, like the NWO did the thing back in the 90s, and next they just revamped what the NWO did, but they made it look good for today. And they're not taking chances anymore ever.
It's good. You know what it is? It's because it's a public company now, and they have so many sponsors. And they gotta, they can't take as many risks now because if they piss off one sponsor and they lose the money, then it's gonna cause so much bullcrap.
Like the domino effect.
Right, exactly. That's why people hear all these guys, and it's like you're talking about this before you even start recording. It's like the nostalgia factor, the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era wasn't perfect. It definitely had some awesome moments, and it's really nostalgic for people our age. But that's why you can't go back to that well. You're never going to see a fucking WWE diva in Playboy.
No.
You're never going to see, you're never going to see one of the divas making out and then them insinuating like sex with them. You're never going to see somebody cussing somebody out. Very rarely blood anymore. You're not going to see a hardcore title ever again. The closest thing to that is the TLC pay-per-view, and like they're watered. Yeah, that shit's watered down. You know what I mean? Like it's like watching. It's like watching. To me now, watching WWE is like watching. I'm trying to think of a movie. It's like watching Bad Santa. You know what Bad Santa is? How vulgar a movie it is. It's like watching Bad Santa on TBS. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so like water. Like what the fuck?
What the beat?
Yeah, exactly. But I'll tell you back to what we were saying as far as the booking thing. I think you and I talked about this before. A favorite feud of mine in the past is Big Van Vader, and Cactus Jack. So you know where I'm going with this one, right? I want to see. I've seen rumors that they're talking about possibly putting a feud together of Bray Wyatt against Brock Lesnar. That I think could be magic. That could if they would, especially if they let. I don't think Brock.
I think that's supposed to be WrestleMania.
I do too. I think if they actually let Bray Wyatt beat Brock Lesnar, even if it was a screw finish, I wouldn't be mad. I don't think Brock Lesnar, as a person, not the performer, the character Brock Lesnar, but as the real life man, I think Brock Lesnar would mind jobbing. I don't.
I get the impression that the guy.
It's a job then.
Yeah.
It's like he said on that fucking podcast with Stone Cold. You know what I mean? It's like I show up, I punch in, my thing.
He's not so much worried about the legacy after the fact.
They could do. I mean, if they really want to, they could do some shit. They could do some shit where they announce. I thought of this too. This could be kind of a weird thing to do it, but it will show more human side to Brock Lesnar and make him a person instead of a beast. They could do some shit where they're announcing Sable as a Hall of Fame inductee, and when she comes out to be like, hey, I'm gonna be in the Hall of Fame. They got Bray Wyatt come out and like act like he's stalking her, but not the crappy way they did with DDT and Undertaker. And basically have Brock come out and have Bray Wyatt start using that as a mind game, this, that, and the other. He's got the other three members of the Wyatt family. They could do a lot with it, and then you can have that Van Vader versus Cactus Jack fight. But at this time, Vader is the heel, and then Cactus Jack is the good guy. Bray Wyatt is going to be this villain.
Bray Wyatt will have to be the heel.
Even though Lesnar's going to toss him around and throw him around, beat the shit out of him, Bray Wyatt's just going to sit there and laugh. Like he did when Cena threw the steel steps out of the ring
at his face.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, back to the thing about letting Bray Wyatt beat Cena for that. If Bray Wyatt would have beat John Cena after him throwing the stairs at him, that would have made Bray Wyatt, like, you know what I mean? He would have been a more, like, I guess you'd say, like a modern day psychotic man.
Did he win at that pay-per-view? The following one?
I don't think. I was going to say, I'm trying to think if Bray Wyatt did beat John Cena. I can't remember if he did or didn't. I know. They let Bray Wyatt beat the living, let him like beat Dean Ambrose several times whenever the Wyatt family was united. That's somebody else. Like Dean Ambrose in ring. Like if you watch the CW crap with John Moxley or whatever, Dean Ambrose has good in ring mechanics. But like I guess I don't know if it's Vince's idea or what it is. But like he does the same shit in every match now. He does like I hit the right thing and lean back.
That shit was cool when he
first started it.
Times,
Now it's annoying as shit.
Now, see, here's the thing. Every wrestler has their 5-move goon. It's just Dean Ambrose, his thing, when you hit off the rope, it was cool because it's like an unexpected type of move. Now, when he's stumbling back to the ropes, that's
You
not
know
saying
it's coming. They need to adopt something that Ric Flair did, or Chris Jericho did. Chris Jericho is one of the people, like he said when he wrestled in Mexico, he talked about how he would wrestle from the same crowd every night, and they had to learn how to do a different match every night and actually drawn to it and keep them like ooh like get that effect. They almost need somebody to sit with them and get them to that point. I think even if they're not a Dean Malenko or somebody like that in the ring, meaning that they're the most mechanically sound people, like they could still have entertaining matches. Second guessing instead of being like, oh, well, that Dean Ambrose clothesline's getting ready to come, or Roman Reigns is getting ready to fucking nail a Superman punch, or
right.
whatever. Hell, John, I was gonna say people like the Barry John Cena when he did a little fucking springboard stunner. Who was it he was wrestling when he did that? I feel like was it Seth Rollins or was it?
I don't remember. I know he's done it several times, but the first time he did it, he messed it up.
Right. And Stone Cold, I'm pretty sure Stone Cold busted his balls back. Stone Cold, I remember reading a tweet where Stone Cold was busting Seth Rollins' balls when they were still the Shield, and he went to jump over the fucking barricade he tripped. Do you remember that? Oh, it was awesome. I love that. But,
Stone Cold says, like, look at the Super King. I mean, the Sweet Chin music is legendary, but it's watered down now.
Everybody uses it.
Right.
Alberto Del Rio uses it. Fucking Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, to me, is like, Dolph Ziggler in a nutshell, and I'm not saying anything bad about him, but I feel like Dolph Ziggler is, let's say you went and bought flavored water, and you drank about half of it, and you filled it up with sink water, like, to me, that is Dolph Ziggler's character. He's so watered down and pointless and black. I mean, he's got a lot of cool stuff he can do in the ring, but, like, it's the same, he suffers from that same, like, the 5 moves of doom. Like, when certain spots are. There's a lot of that. There's even like there's luchadors. Like luchadors are like infamous. Like what are they called? Lucha Dragons. There's that one, them, whatever. Because to like watching their matches, like you can almost tell when that kind of shit's coming too. The New Day doesn't do that. I will say that the New Day doesn't. Whenever they wrestle, I never know what to expect from them. I never know if they're gonna win.
Right.
And maybe that's just me saying that because I fucking love Xavier Woods, but I think that they're still pretty fresh. I think people like Ryback are absolutely boring. Ryback could, and I'm not dogging the person character. Ryback's character could go away for 6 months, and I didn't think WWE would pick up at all.
No, because he doesn't have that impact.
He got Big Show. No, he doesn't get one. He's a big dude, and they're trying to make him seem valid right now. But like, I've watched him be a bad guy and lose to people. Well, and not that he did. But I'm saying like somebody like El Torito would like come out and throw a hurricane rod and be outside the room, damn it, blah, blah, and make him look stupid. And so it's like I can't sit there and look at this guy. Hell, I mean Brock Lesnar had a fucking when Eddie Guerrero he with Eddie Guerrero he did the thing where he wore the sombrero and danced and goofed off. Mm-hmm. But I can still look at Brock Lesnar because of the legitimacy he had with UFC and be like, yeah, that's a scary motherfucker. But with Ryback, it's that kind of shit's not gonna work.
No. I feel like I would mush, please. I feel like I would mush as in terms of I would do that to Ryback before I ever did that to Brock.
Well, oh, absolutely. I feel like Brock Lesnar could take on 6 Ryback and not sweat.
Maybe we're putting him over too much with that man. Fucking intimidating.
I really think that there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. We didn't really touch on what we would book. We threw a couple ideas out there and stuff like that. We're sitting at 52 minutes. We got about 6 minutes for or 8. Bad math. Fuck.
That's all, man.
We got a couple minutes to do it. Kind of like a closeout, I guess. Well, has anybody got any like final thoughts? Anything we talk about wrestling, workplace? Anybody want to help with the wrap up real quick before I close this one out? I'll edit the stuff out of it and put it up tomorrow.
I'm very picky when it comes to like the fourth wall, but it's gotta be things like breaking the fourth wall. I'm not busting the wall. I'll be like, okay, you can't have that there. Like I'm really busting.
What do you mean about me actually acknowledging the fact we gotta close it out?
Yeah.
I'd only do it just for the fact that this is what it is. We're solely just recording this to try to entertain anybody here. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It's not like we're trying to stage it or right. Like if we were trying to put on a show, we were trying to make ourselves characters, I could get that, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we did an hour worth of conversation. In closing, I think that everybody's got their own opinions and stuff like that of what they could do with the wrestling as it is right now with WWE. But I think that honestly, I feel like they need to stop trying to make stuff seem like it comes off in the assembly line, and I think that they need to stop worrying about trying to please everybody and let the younger guys kind of like do what they do with Bray Wyatt. Like, you know, Bray Wyatt pretty much books shit, at least like his promos and stuff. They need to let everybody kind of fall off the handle and be themselves so they actually have some diversity. Not everybody's cookie cutter that does 5-star moves. And, you know, a lot of running around doing that same thing where in a tag team match, there's 3 guys outside the ring and one guy hits ropes and dives out on everybody. Like, you see the same exact shit in every match. So it's like,
wrestling, I'm not ashamed of being a wrestling fan, but like, it's kind of like the Roddy Piper, look good, wow, but you also had your nowadays, like, everybody's doing it. Nobody's a Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper.
yeah, and the moment somebody starts to kind of show that they have that, it seems like they lose that. You know what I mean? They do. Who's the last person in WWE that really put out some real, other than Bray Wyatt, put out some really impressive mic work? That yeah, I was gonna say
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens is good. I do see it. I think Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt. I hate to use Bray Wyatt.
Why not?
He already feuded with Cena. It hasn't been Cena's feud was good. I like that. Plus, I'm sure it would take Owens to death because his son really loves, John Cena. And I'm sure that it was behind the scenes. Like, there was a lot of back and break. But they don't have nothing that stands out. Like I said, man, watching Bad Santa.
I know I keep going back to the body.
Not my wrong. No, I'm just saying I don't want to eat anymore.
Neither do I. I've killed most stuff. I know you was asking me to put it over here. If you want me to put it over here.
No, you're good.
I figured what killed, just like he killed Rusev. Rusev, a.k.a. Hard on Host, Rusev, when he was going in that Lana.
Oh, Brian Zane talked about that on that episode of the thing. He did a top 10 worst things WWE. He said something about that. Like, such a bad move.
It was very bad. I didn't mean that. I meant that's what led to Hard on Host. That could have been good, but then again, Lana was his mouthpiece, and that was like 50%.
I'm like wanting to be my mouthpiece.
I knew where I was going. I knew exactly where I was going with that. Like, it's crazy, and the WWE shot themselves in the fucking foot because they don't want to go past. How you say that word? Kayfabe?
Yeah.
They don't want to.
They want to.
They don't want to break kayfabe. In 2015,
did everything. There's nothing. It's such a point that kayfabe's dead because fucking all these wrestlers have social media. You can't sit there and take somebody that's like trying to be this dark character. Like Bray Wyatt does a good job. He doesn't do it like I think Undertaker must have given advice about it. You see Bray Wyatt like with an Instagram posting pictures of them and his kids and shit. Like Bray Wyatt keeps the mystique of his character. Like there's so many people now like that they just put their personal lives out there and it's like I can't take you serious as a heel. They're not a bad
when
person.
you're playing Ring Around the Rosy with your kid in your public life.
Right. It don't work.
Like Undertaker, when he did the Ice Bucket Challenge, I mean, that's probably the first time as Mark Calloway in years. I don't think there was ever a real time Undertaker Mark Calloway.
Maybe in certain sense with the American Badass, especially when he had his wife there, but at the same time, I mean, he still had he still had that aura of the Undertaker. And even with the Ice Bucket Challenge thing, I don't think that I mean, even though we're talking about kayfabe, we still know that they're real people outside of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, that doesn't offend me. You know what I mean? Like if something, like when Paul Bear died or whatever, like if Undertaker came out and didn't do like the lightning bolt thing and the eye roll thing, if he came out and just said something, I would not have been.
No. Hell no. I actually would have preferred that.
I, for the sake of what it is, I mean, Paul Bear died. That's like, death is like his gimmick, I guess. So I guess it kind of worked. I didn't get offended by the fact.
No, it wasn't like.
Well, they're afraid that it'd be in poor taste. It's like look at the fake Vince McMahon death. Like in the next day, you find out Chris Benoit slaughtered his
Oh my
family and
God!
committed suicide.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's one thing.
That was
This video's gonna get taken down now. The FBI's about to throw that.
Look what you done fucking did,
Oh,
Jason.
God
You're
damn
gonna
it.
throw in jail.
God damn it, Jason.
I knew
Who?
that was coming up eventually.
I knew eventually, yeah, Chris Benoit's name would get brought up.
Fuck that. Chris Benoit is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I don't give a
Oh, fuck yeah, he's amazing. I mean, for the thing he did, he's probably in hell right now. But I don't look at I hate to say it, like some people, like none of us are going to hang out with any of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, if I see him giving to charity, yeah, that makes him a good person. If I meet him, like, I've met John Cena, I've met The Undertaker in person, I've met a handful of wrestlers in person. Steve Austin, met my favorite of all time. Fucking cool as shit. I'm not going to sit there and act like I know him or I hang out with him and shit, but, like, somebody's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, he's really cool. But, like, with Chris Benoit, I never met, actually, I did meet Chris Benoit. I'm not even lying, I got a picture of him. But, like, he was nice to me and stuff like that. I only know him from that. I'm not going to sit there and judge him on what he did. That's God's job. He's gone into this world. So,
Chris Benoit, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just trying to take a double Dutch segue. Chris Benoit, for what he did, I'm not going to sit here and get,
wow.
of course he did.
Little Seth Rollins came in, just stole the WWE title and told us that she farted.
Chris Benoit, I'm not going to get fake outrage because of what he did. It was really fucked up.
Absolutely.
But as far as a performer, I couldn't have seen WWE champion, but definitely.
He was WWE. Oh, no, sorry, he's the world champion. I don't think he had a polarizing enough character. His mechanics, you know what? He could have been one of the most defining Intercontinental champions of all time. IC title, as you know, was the working man's belt, right? Mm-hmm. The world title, I feel like you have to have the whole package. That's why.
So you're conservative along with Vince when it comes.
Right, but you don't have to. CM Punk was a good WWE champion. He could wrestle in the ring. He might not have had like a big muscular body. He could wrestle in the ring, and he had a polarizing character. And he could talk. And yeah, he could talk. He had those things. Seth Rollins, perfect can. I don't have enough. Other than the way they used him, Seth Rollins was a good WWE champion. Roman Reigns, fuck no. Roman Reigns right now, I guess. I feel like he's kind of gotten there a little bit. Who else do they have there? Yeah, you got to give a guy a chance to learn and work. But
Seth Rollins fell before we go off of that. Seth Rollins, his voice was annoying, and I didn't take it seriously. Mostly because it wasn't his voice that I couldn't take seriously. How he spoke. But the crazy part is I don't want to sound but I missed the guy. When they showed him up on the Slammies, I was like, man, I missed that guy.
Oh yeah, same. I was gonna say I definitely. Although I do think they should have waited. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I don't even think Seth Rollins should have been a candidate. Just for the fact that they should have kept that mystique that he was gone. The longer he's off TV, the better. I'm not saying he didn't deserve Superstar of the Year award. Let's smell like Kevin Owens or Bray Wyatt have that. Or whoever else was on the fucking ballot.
Right? Everybody.
Yeah, as I said, you know what I mean? Like, they should have kept Seth Rollins off that so whenever he finally does make his return, like, we haven't seen him forever. But at the same time, again, social media. He's only posting shit on social media. Blah, blah, blah. So when he does come back, it's like he never left.
My ex. I ain't gonna go to that, but I'm saying, like, it's one thing, not even ex, just people you were fond of or hung around. It's one thing to have these people posting on Facebook. It's another thing to actually see them.
Well, we can use that with each other, right?
Yeah.
You and I have been. We've been friends for a while. I know we probably went a good while without hanging out. Shit. We'd comment on each other's shit once in a while. So like until like what WrestleMania 31.
Nah, a little before that, it was like Royal Rumble.
Yeah, okay, Royal Rumble. Until Royal Rumble, we actually hadn't hung out in person. So now, like, because we're kind of in the shuffle with each other again. We have like inside jokes we're starting to build up and shit like that. And I guess you know what I mean, like I don't know, like I feel like it ain't about us, but I'm saying like you know where I come from, like it's a little bit more I guess dirtier than it was than just us bullshitting on Facebook, kind of in the same way with the whole wrestling. So,
Like, do you remember when I don't know if this is gonna go past an hour, and I don't really chop.
We're already past an hour.
it's an hour and 3 minutes. The last for the what's worth the last podcast I posted, the last episode I did was an hour and 15-minute video, and the whole thing went on. I didn't have to do a long intro and ending.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, what was I going? Dog thing? Like, God, because the fans pick who they want.
Right.
We chose dog. I'm not saying we as an I chose dog. So when he came out, cash and it's Mania. Man, winged it. He said, no, we're gonna bring this everybody from the WrestleMania fiasco come to Raw. Raw Mania is
You mean the night after Raw?
Yeah.
The WrestleMania?
all year. One of the greatest.
Some of the most catastrophic shit can happen on that night versus like if you go through history and you look at like the WrestleMania and the Raw after, sometimes there's been several times where the Raw was more ridiculous than WrestleMania, or it was just such a it's like the end of an era. Even you know what I mean? Like even though WWE doesn't have an off season, like it's like
They're writing their new chapter.
right, exactly.
It's a new season.
Right.
Even though Michael Cole wants to throw season premiere in there for whatever reason, random of the year.
Because Michael Cole's a fucking office gimmick. Let's be honest. He tries to bring that bookworm fucking status into the whole fucking thing.
He works. I can say that.
I like Michael Cole.
He works really hard. I'm sure there's a lot that goes into his job as the face of.
I'm gonna be Kanye West right here. You'll appreciate this. He's Jim Ross is the greatest announcer of all time. But by God, good God Almighty.
Dog Cole.
But Michael Cole, who lives in Jim Ross's shadow, and make comments about that before. I think Michael Cole, for whatever it's worth, I think Michael Cole has definitely stepped his game up. He did the heel thing for a while. He's done I think Michael Cole's fantastic. I would rather I'm not dogging Jerry Lawler because I like Jerry Lawler, but I'd rather listen to Michael Cole talk than Jerry Lawler. Especially after listening to some of the perverted. Like all of us like boobs.
Like he was around 40 something, maybe in his late 30s at that time, talking about puppies on 22, 20.
Right, as I say, that's basically in my mind that's like somebody hitting on my little girl. Right?
Yeah, somebody our age hitting on a child.
Yeah, like nigga, I can't imagine being Tor Wilson's dad, being homeless. Nigga, talking about like I'm sorry, I went into real talk, man. I can't listen to this motherfucker sit there talking about my fucking kid. I'd be wanting to pop him in the fucking mouth.
Even though
I mean, again, no disrespect to Jerry Lawler, and let's be honest, all of us want to nut on her, but
not on a who?
Tor Wilson.
Okay, because we went from
Or
here to
Sable,
here, and
or
I
Trish.
wanted to
Don't get me started.
do it for consistency. But if we're talking about I feel like this conversation. Sorry, Jason. I know.
Jason looks like
He just totally took it past PG.
Right. Like, he was talking about closing. I was about to say, okay, it's almost time to go home. And then we started talking about something. I'll say.
But where are we at right now? We are at 107. I think we go to 115, and I can do an intro and an exit.
Okay, I'll save the Divas long conversation for another time. But
you know, I always could do what Stone Cold does too. We could just keep talking, and then I could cut it up into 2 episodes.
I thought that's what you were gonna do, and that's why I kept talking.
Right. I mean, depending on how much time we actually put into it, we could go until. Are you tired? You falling asleep?
No, I'm fine. But I mean, whenever we're done, I'm gonna leave.
I mean, that's up to you. We can close it out now. I almost could go for a smoke too.
I can go for a smoke. Like in closing, WWE, get your shit together. Get your shit together as a fan. Like I ran away from being a fan, but
We both did. We both walked away, probably at different times. Like I told you before, that from like 2007, 2008, I was away until about like 2012.
I'd say mine from 2009 because we got Simon, mine's little brother into wrestling. he liked it a lot when, and we got away from it. Well, I got away from it in 09 or 2000 and like maybe 10, and I got back into it maybe 2011. I was like in and out with it. I would fall asleep, whatever. It was back when the Kellys and Shelton Benjamin, Charlina's,
horribly.
that brings. He couldn't talk.
He's missing. He couldn't talk. Character back. Fantastic.
Brock can't talk.
Brock doesn't need to talk. Brock Lesnar is a fucking exception. Brock Lesnar, you know what? Again, same thing with Van Vader. I mean, Vader could talk probably better than Lesnar. Vader, I can't remember if he was or not. I feel like he was. But Vader had, like, back in the WCW, Vader had Harley Race.
Brock has Paul Heyman.
Right, that's what I say. I feel like that fantasy matchup between the two of them would be absolutely awesome because you have Paul Heyman and you have Harley Race. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that works. I'm not talking about the watered down Van Vader that Kane shit out of in like 1996 and 7.
Yeah, two wrestlers have the managers who do all the showmanship, having their verbal spat.
Well, you have these two monolithical fucking, basically knuckle up or shut up, brawny, just badass fighting, whatever. I feel like a young Vader versus Brock Lesnar would be more interesting to watch than a better version of Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. Even if that match would have went better,
that wasn't our dream match. Our dream match was Goldberg and Stone Cold.
Right.
Kid, I thought they were brothers.
I would dare say I would have rather seen Stone Cold. But how do you put a feud between the two of them together? Like Goldberg's other than his little like generic heel run that they had him do when he was in WCW for a while. Like, why would Stone Cold fight Goldberg?
Their worlds will never be parallel.
Yeah, they're just so. I mean, they're cookie cutter bald, black trunks, whatever. But like Goldberg's like kind of like a Superman kind of thing, and then you got like Stone Cold is more like I'm trying to think of who I'm not gonna say Batman. You know what I mean? Like it's like Superman against Snake. Have you seen Escape from New York?
No. Wait, yeah, that's a movie with Kurt Russell. Yeah,
Okay, Snake Plissken and fighting Superman. Like I see it kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't work. Or I don't know. Do you know? I'm trying for Clarence's sake. Do you know what Metal Gear Solid is? Okay, Snake from Metal Gear Solid, who was based on Snake versus Superman. Like I see Stone Cold as this kind of like I'm a loner. Whatever. I know Snake kind of goes against the grain. Whatever, gets to certain extents. Whatever. Like that's what I get from that. Like
what the hell? Like you said, what the hell would Goldberg do to make Stone Cold sad?
Unless they had a belt involved.
I don't even see it then. That's just a reason, but that's not good enough to bring them together.
Right. That's just one of the. I'll tell you what. I'm even in their primes. I'm another person that absolutely has no. I mean, it definitely would draw money, but how do you put unless you put NWO Hogan against Stone Cold, like I can't see Red Yellow Hogan against Steve Austin. I can't do it. I mean, like, yeah, you would get the money out of it and stuff like that, but like, why would they fight?
Right.
Like, that's my thing. I mean, Sting and The Undertaker. I love the idea of the feud. There's a lot of like dark, this, that, and the other. Unless Undertaker's going to be a bad guy, how are you going to, unless they do this like, we're both retiring, we're doing this out of respect, it's the one match never happened, they really just play on that angle. Like, why would Sting wrestle The Undertaker? And like I said, unless The Undertaker's the bad guy. And it's not going to work. Maybe that's why Vince doesn't really have any interest in doing the match.
I see the gimmick coming together, and I guess want to see the show of it. But Vince, I'm not dogging because Vince always shows us eventually why Vince McMahon. They show us all the time, but there's times where, and I can't blame Vince. The only thing he does mostly is approve it. fucking team will find a way. Like that's
to
all
fuck it up.
Yeah, that's all they done with WCW. Dog WCW.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one thing. I mean, there was WCW at the end was fucking horrible. David Arquette was the champion. Blah 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 blah.
They brought Master P, a rapper. They brought Dennis Rodman into WCW. You would not see that type of shit in WWE and have Snoop Dogg. Never mind.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Never mind.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. No, oh.
But at least WWE did it better.
They did like with Snoop Dogg. We know Snoop Dogg's a fan of WWE, and it was like a one-off thing. Master P was there as a performer. I don't know.
David Arquette was their fucking world champion.
Let's just keep.
They're not gonna put the fucking belt on Donald Trump.
Well, how did he win a world championship?
I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking clue how that happened.
You sound stressed out.
No, I just can't. I can't see myself being in the booking committee. And be like, we're gonna let David Arquette hold the strap.
And you'll be
A
playing with your
prestigious,
cards like
the
this.
big gold belt, the belt that Ric Flair made famous. Blood, sweat, and tears. You know, that was the belt that fucking Hogan tirade was a tyrant with when he was in the NWO.
Let me ask you this question. Remember when the Ric Flair Vince McMahon draft was going on?
Yeah.
And Undertaker got drafted. You remember that little shot when he got up and got mad and slammed the door? I see you doing that. If like slamming shit off, getting mad because David Arquette got the world heavyweight.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, and I might just saying it for the sake of trying to sound like everybody else. But dude, whenever David Arquette won the world belt in WCW, I think that might have been the last time I watched WCW. Up until the point where my dad was like, "Hey, check this out, Vince is on WCW." You know, the simulcast the last night. That was like the last. Yeah, whenever dude, the WCW just got bad.
That's crazy. I'm thinking about it now because Vince just showed up. Vince didn't show up and say, "Hey, I bought the company." Vince showed up and said, "Doom is ahead of everybody. Everybody."
Well, to be honest with you, though, I mean, it was already like that.
Yeah, Vince just added the extra nail in the ball. But I need to smoke.
Yeah, I do too. It's been where are we at right now? We got literally an hour and 16 minutes in.
That could all be one.
I was gonna say I'll chop the bitch up real good and we'll be good.
We can section it out because I think that when we segue into rest, kind of broke. Job conversation will be a little shorter.
The job conversation is literally gonna be 29 minutes
Fun.
or whatever, and then like the wrestling conversation is gonna be like 45. So we got two episodes worth. So I got the next 2 weeks. You know, I can throw 2 episodes out, boom, boom, and then we can get further. And it's not like we can't ever talk about wrestling and stuff. But all right, I'm closing.